Hi folks, thanks so much for participating in the concept mapping. In this video I'm going to talk about how to do the frequency rating and the priority ratings. What I'm going to discuss is also on page 6 of your user guide. If you have the laminated format or the PDF format, the steps are included here as well if you'd like to look at that. Okay, so what we're looking at here is the project home page, and it has the steps of concept mapping that some of which you may have already participated in. We hope that everyone will answer the 4 demographic questions, the participant questions here. These questions will not identify you. Some of you may have done the sorting, thank you so much if you did, but you don't have to. You can do just the sorting, or just the ratings, or both the sorting and the rating, and we hope that everyone will answer the demographic questions because that helps us a lot. Okay, so let's get started with the first rating here, the priority rating. We're going to click on it to get started. At the top here we have the instructions, and then down at the bottom of the screen are the actual statements that were brainstormed at your site. So you'll see different statements than what you see here, and there'll be more of them. If you want to adjust the size of your screen, you can do that by clicking like this and moving it over. So make it comfortable so you can see the statements and have the ratings be close to one another. So let's go through the instructions here. The instructions here in blue, please rate all of the statements listed below using the scale provided. So for priority, we'd like you to please rate what you think the priority to the program is for each statement on a 1 to 5 scale, where 1 equals not a priority, 2 equals a low priority, 3 equals medium priority, 4 equals high priority, and 5 equal it's essential to the program. So this is based on what you think the priority is for each statement. So if you think it's not a priority, then you would click number 1. So you basically read through each statement carefully. So by making sure their housing needs are met, what priority to the program do I think that statement has? Is it not a priority, a low priority, medium, high, or essential? I'm going to say that's a pretty high priority. So a high priority is number 4, so I'm going to click 4. If I want to change my mind, I can do that by either just clicking on another number, or I can click this blue unrate button. If I click unrate, then what I clicked goes away. And then I can click again if I want and choose another response. You can only choose 1 response per item. It won't allow you to choose 2. And again, if you want to unchoose because you want to leave it blank, you can click unrate. If you want to change your mind, you can just click on the item that you want to choose instead. So that's how you rate the items. You decide which of these priority items, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, you think it is by reading each statement carefully. Let's go back up here. If you need to leave the rating session, you can click Save Rating Information right here, this button, to save what you've done so far, and then you can come back and finish it later. You'd have to re-enter your username and password. What you've done will be saved, and you'll only have to do the statements that you've not yet rated by clicking Save Rating Information. If you've answered all of the items that you want to answer and you're done, you don't want to come back to this rating, you click Save and Finish. And let's do that. So we've finished all of our ratings. We're done. We don't want to come back to it. We've answered all the ratings. We're going to click Save and Finish. That takes us to this thank you page. And then we want to return to the project page. And now we're going to go to the second rating, the frequency rating. This gives us slightly different information, so that's why we're asking you to rate on 2 different types of ratings. So this time you're rating on how frequently you think each statement occurs in your program on a 1 to 5 scale. Does it never occur, rarely occur, sometimes occur, often occur, or always occur? So we do the same thing. We read through the statement by addressing both substance use and mental health needs of clients. Does that never occur, rarely, sometimes, often, or always? I think that often occurs, so that's number 4. I'm going to click number 4. And then you go to the next item by making sure their housing needs are met. Do I think that never occurs, rarely, sometimes, often, or always occurs. I think that sometimes occurs. So I'm going to click number 3. So I can go through it in the same way. Again, if I change my mind, I can just go to the different response that I want to choose instead of the one that I chose. It'll only allow me to choose one. If I want to unrate an item, I can click unrate, and then I can decide on my answer. And I can still save this rating information. If I have to leave for some reason and I want to come back later, I'll have to re-enter my username and password. It will save what I've done so far, and I'll only have the items that I've not yet rated to do. And then when I'm done, I've answered all of the items by reading through each carefully. I know I'm just clicking through them quickly here to demonstrate. I can click Save and Finish, and then that means I cannot come back and do any more rating. That means I'm completely done. So that's how you do the rating. If you have any questions, please ask the staff person at your site. And thank you once again. Your input really matters to our evaluation.